heard these always hating, said I'll never make it. I heard these always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm shining. They ain't seen it when I'm young.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Buccaneers coming in at 8-4, going up against the Falcons, who come in at 9-3.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Knight. Dancing to his left. They find some open field here. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Knight. Buying time to his left. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
As a DN, when you play the run, you don't always have to make the tackle. Just have to use the right technique to make sure the play goes where you want it to. And in this case, did an excellent job stringing this one out and making the tackle at the end of it.
And for a loss. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they try the right side here. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Winston. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
It was so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits at the 7. But bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to them, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deion Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7 on 4th down. Colton Schmidt to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Seven yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Jameis to throw it. Going deep here for Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tack McKinley. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Knight being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Here's Colton Schmidt now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 33. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. Open man, it's Allen. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Falcons are in for 6. And his kick is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tech McKinley in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. From the gun, Knight. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And taken right at the 35. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Coleman now. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. 10 yards to go on 3rd. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to launch this thing way down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll power his way up near the 25. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Knight, and he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
On first down, Knight firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Knight. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Colton Schmidt now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here's Coleman. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top, as we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now a second down throw for Winston. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On play action, Winston. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Coleman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. It's Coleman here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. The 13 yards that time at a first.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Looking to throw. Knight. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. This is Coleman. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done. Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On third down. That's back, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it. Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach. It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the fourth. Gets fielded in the end zone. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line. Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down. Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. To throw on 3rd down, Knight. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. Throwing on 1st down. Knight looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better. And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better. All right, now look at 56. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Knight. Incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 3rd down. Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape. And now another one thrown incomplete. So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay 1st down.
Get wide. Let's go. All right, now look at 56.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, You are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Back it up, Philly. Here we go. Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun on 3rd down. Knight. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Tech McKinley in there to sack him. And that is 10 for him now on the year. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moss. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A handoff as they run the counter play. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles.
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Off play action. Knight. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. it. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Back to throw. Knight. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Winston here to throw. Flushed up, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Winston. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Looking to throw. Knight. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he goes out right around the 39. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road. With one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. Two. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that in my mommy. I will never give my heart to a I can just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on. Basic, gon' dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, all in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Deshaun Watson's Texans going up against Tyrod Taylor's Bills.
Larry, we're just about 4 miles off the shores of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. They go play action here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Taylor with a give to McCoy. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends, it might be...
And this is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there, 50 yards, and the Bills have taken the early lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Charles, let's step into a conversation about Houston in 2017 as their offense comes back onto the field here. But just 1-9 in their last 10 games, finished 4-12. You and I know, though, injuries really ravaged this team.
Absolutely destroyed this team. And look, we focus on Deshaun Watson, the quarterback, and rightly so. He was probably going to be the rookie of the year. But when it started for injuries, it was defense. J.J. Watt, perennial all-pro, goes out early. Whitney Merciless, double-digit sack guy, out. Brian Cushing, starting linebacker, out. When you start totaling up the injuries they had through the year, it's almost amazing that they made it through the entire season able to play the schedule. So that's what you're looking at with the Texans, who have been a defense-first team. If they can get everyone back healthy playing to their level and get Deshaun Watson back sparking the offense, optimism will be high in 2018.
Setting up the screen for Miller. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to have a third down. Out of the gun, Watson. It got his man complete. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, here's Miller. And some room to work. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Come on, let's go!
They'll try the air now with Watson. Eluding the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. A very solid gain of 27. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good...
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And his kick is right through. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league for that quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. They'll go again to McCoy. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Third and long, it's Taylor. He's going to go for a big play downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. I want to give a head tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
Let's go!
To throw on second is Watson. Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Gonna need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. He's gonna rifle one deep left side, and he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Now Taylor rolling to his left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
And there's Tyrod Taylor doing what he does best. Look, he's taken a few lumps along the way, and some people haven't believed in him. But this is where he excels, outside of the pocket, making plays.
As prolific with his legs as any quarterback in the league?
I would say yes to that.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
In motion, the tight end Clay. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Taylor. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
10th carry now for McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Again, it's McCoy. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
In motion right is Benjamin. Travaris Cadet, his first carry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you know I'm always going to listen to you first, okay? But when I hear the PA guy say, tackle in the backfield by Clowney, my first thought is to go back to his days at South Carolina and that one particular hit in the bowl game against Michigan.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. This one maybe not as big as that, but my mind goes there as well.
Yeah, boy, he's a talented individual because you can use him in so many different ways. Obviously, a defensive end. He can play stand-up outside linebacker and in nickel and sub situations. Rush him inside against offensive guards. He's usually too quick for him.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now Taylor with a draw to McCoy. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely to start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
He go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. Watson hands this to Foreman, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Dancing to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 27 yards that time. And it's good enough for a Houston first down.
I think they might have surprised him there, partner, because you try and guard the first down line first and foremost to stop them there, and they just went ahead and bypassed that in a big way and took a big shot downfield.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They keep it with Miller on first down. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles, the backup quarterback turned MVP.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Bernardrick McKinney in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. On second down, Taylor. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, as the first half is winding down, and his guys get the quick strike touchdown. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
This is McCoy. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Flex round, let's go.
Here's the run with Cadet. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Here we go. Grand 38. Flex round. Ohio.
In motion, the tight end Clay. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Taylor. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now a 20th carry here for McCoy. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Sliding out of the pocket. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Let's go.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Kelvin Benjamin, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Bills will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Second down now after the incompletion. Throwing again is Watson. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here we go. What? Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Micah Hyde.